Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is just going to be a quick video on how I prepare the C5 Corvette for a winter storm. We're expected to get a little bit of snow here today into tomorrow. I think they're expecting like 2 to 4 inches. It's going to be a little bit more north and west of me, so Shady with the Corvette boys, he's probably going to be getting a little bit more than me. But for me here, it's about 2 to 4 inches. So I just want to go over what I do to prepare the car for a winter storm. I do not have a garage, as many of you know if you have been with the channel for a while. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Now before I get into today's video, I normally bring my car up to my parents' house. They have a garage. I'll store it in their garage for the winter, but this winter has been very mild here in Jersey. I mean, only the last like week or so have we actually gotten like snow accumulations that have lasted for more than a day. And now that it's March, I'm hoping winter is pretty much over, and this little bit of snow that we're getting today is hopefully the last bit until spring is upon us, and then finally I can get out and enjoy the car for what it is. Okay, so this Black & Decker is my battery tender of choice. If you've been with the channel for a while, I did a review on this a little over a year ago. The one thing that I do love about it is the ability to have it plug into your cigarette lighter. So it gives you the cigarette lighter adapter. You know, it does come with, you are able to hardwire to your battery or just use the alligator clips to plug into your battery as well. I just prefer this method. The cigarette lighter in the C5 is active all the time, so it is always on. So this gives you the ability to use the cigarette lighter adapter. Alright, so using this is pretty straightforward. Just take it, plug it into your cigarette lighter. Once that's plugged in, then you take your plug. I'm using an extension cord because, again, I do not have a garage. So I am going to be running this outside through a heavy-duty an extension cord. And once it gets plugged in, you see that the light begins to blink, just showing that it is trickle charging. And then once it is to full charge, it will go solid green and then just maintain it from there. So that's what I use for a battery tender. Alright, and then this is with the cover on it. There's no secret on how to put a car cover on, but I do have the Cover King cover. I've had this cover for about 3 years now. I put it on, you know, whenever I'm not going to be using the car for a long period of time. The cover is definitely a decent cover. I mean, it keeps, the one main thing, it does keep the sun off it in the summertime, and then in the winter time it does help keep the snow and ice off it. The one thing that I do not like about it is when the wind does get really rough, you know, this flaps up and down. See how it's a little loose, so it does flap up and down. And you know, in the springtime I'll have some scratches that I'll have to buff out. And then for those high wind days, I'll put on these extra clamps here. Put one on in each corner just to hold it down a little bit better, because when I first got this, under high winds, it does just, you know, the winds do just pull it off. And then one thing to help maintain the cover, once it does snow, make sure you come out here and just brush all the snow off it. You don't want the snow to partially melt and then form ice, and then the ice will have a higher chance of ripping the cover once it starts to shift. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. Like I showed in the video, all I do is just hook up a battery tender to the car. It's going to be cold, like I said in the video, it's going to be cold here for at least the next week. So I just want to get the car on a battery tender. Those of you that have C5 Corvettes, you know that, you know, the batteries on these get drained down pretty quickly. So if you don't have a battery tender, I recommend you go out and get one. And then, of course, I just put the cover on it. The winds, like I said, aren't going to be very high, so the cover will at least protect it from the snow, ice, things scratching it, hopefully. Now, before I close out this video, please leave a comment down below if you also experience winter weather where you live, and what you do to prepare your car for either just a quick winter storm like this, or what you do to protect it for the entire winter if you do just, you know, put it in the garage, put it in storage, whatever your method is for your winter weather program for your Corvette. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day.